Alrighty, what is going on? Sorry about the little bit of break. It's a little rough over the holidays, especially with Pacific Northwest weather permitting from me from being able to do anything outside since I don't have a garage. But for now, what we're going to do is we are going to try to get my radio bezel cleaned up as best we can. You can see all the crud built up. You can see whoever owned it last tried to paint it, and you can see the silver coming through the black. These have black overspray over them, so you can't even see them. Same with up here with these ones, there's aged. And then you can see this one's cracked there. Well, we have a new one there. So we're gonna head and we're gonna go take this all apart, get it all sanded down, give it a nice good fresh coat of paint. We're also going to take off, and so we flip it over, and the back is in pretty rough shape too, so we're gonna spray paint the back too, get it nice, get all the rust off. We're gonna take off my gauges, and we're just gonna spray them down with some WD-40 and bit, get them back to hopefully working pretty good, get them greased up, because they are, I don't think they're mechanical or electrical, I don't quite know, still learning that. But I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod, and I'm gonna get started tearing this apart. Most likely we'll put you guys in time lapse and then bring you guys in for the certain moments. So to get off this back part, it is looking that it is just four bolts, and that'll come off. And then it looks like all the gauges are just held on by a couple here. And then this part down here to get this off is just two nuts here. And then I have to drill out these rivets because this is what connects the center console piece to. And so we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. So the clock, let's see what focuses. The clock or little knob there was just a little tiny screw in there. Then that comes off. And then we should be able to pull that off and get this out of here. Okay, so that is the same piece. And we can see that out of there. That out of there. So you can just see all the crud built up in this thing. So we'll give this a nice good scrub down and a nice respray, and that'll help clean this bad boy up a lot. As for these, we're going to get these sanded down because you can see on the back, and they're still nice and got a lot of life to them. Let's compare our old and our new pieces. And they look the exact same. That's what I love to see. I see that I'll have to add some foam to this, which I have some in there. And there we go. See this? We'll just need cleaned up, touched up in a couple spots. Let's make sure we stay organized here. Alrighty, so one thing I've learned is to make sure you label stuff, especially with this older stuff, because it sucks when you lose it. So this will be the back of the piece. That'll be the back of the piece. We'll go ahead and we will get another piece of tape for the clock. Although I probably could. Ooh, that piece just fell off. Don't want to lose that. So, okay. We'll toss that part back on there. So now we'll got this piece there, and then just clock. Okay, so for these two little guys, the fasten one door jar headlamp, we are going to just sand them with like 3000 grit sandpaper and then hit them with a clear coat. And so like here is this one. Let's see. This is my fasten seatbelt one. Can't really quite see it very well. You can see the stuff on it. Got hit with overspray. So you just get some 3000 grit. This one is 2500. You just take the plastic and you just sand it down for a couple quick seconds. And you can do this with pretty much any plastic and it'll restore it back to normal. Because now we hold that up to the light and it's crystal clear. Yeah, there's stuff on the back of it. Yeah, you hold that up to the light now, it's crystal clear. So once this dries, I'll hit it with a coat of clear and they'll be brand new, back to go in and shine very bright. As you can see, sometimes 50-year-old plastic likes to just fail. Got it off. So here's a good example of one that I'll do. Is the window wiper one. It's old, it's faded, but we will hit this with some cleaner to clean up the age on it, and then we are going to sand the front of this and it'll look good as new. Alrighty, I'm back. I went inside and gave these parts a good scrub down the kitchen sink before I come and sand them, just because they have so much grease. I didn't even get it all. Yeah, I got these all there. So we got our WD-40 now. We're just going to shoot down a little bit down here just to keep all the moving parts lubricated. Yeah, I see now how much easier that movement is. This was kind of gunked up before, so we're just gonna swirl that around and we'll come in. this piece, that paint is just flaking right off because the previous owner, when they painted it, or if this was from factory paint, which I doubt, but they didn't do any kind of primer or any kind of real prep because it's literally just flaking right off. I just wanted to show you guys this. But my final plan is to have those letters, that, and this all be this clean aluminum. So what I'm going to try to do is get this clean right here as I can, the Corvette logo, and then I'm going to tape that off to when I go to paint it, that this is all nice and clean, bright steel or aluminum, whatever this is. Alrighty, so we are back. This video has been quite a little jumbled because I needed well, I mean, learning new things. I didn't know that the inside of these pieces would be baby blue for a reason. Then after doing some research, I learned it's because it reflects the light the best, so that way your gauges light up in a nice even cover. So looked into it, did some research, and I ended up, I'm gonna go with white. And so then I had to order this because I wanted ultra premium high gloss white. That was a paint and primer in one, and my local O'Reilly's and Walmart didn't carry it, so I had to order it off Amazon, wait for it to get here. With the holidays and everything, it took forever. So now you can see I have all my gauges taken apart. I've sanded them down with just a maroon scouring pad to get them all ready for paint. Same with this piece that was baby blue. And then the insides of these were all scuffed up with a maroon pad and then hit with wax and degreaser. And then now I'm gonna hit them with a couple coats of this. And then we're gonna do the other side black, but that'll finish these. So that way, when I put in the lights, and I got new LED lights that I'm gonna put in for my dash, it's gonna be super bright, nice, crisp, clean white. It's gonna be an even light. It's not gonna have any spots or dark spots or anything. So I'm gonna set you guys up as I put on some coats of paint and then come back to it. Alrighty, so we finally got the parts all painted. They turned out pretty good, except for right here, it like did not want to attach or adhere, I guess. I don't know, it just like kind of separated like oil. The rest of it turned out really good. So eventually I might redo that one. I don't know, this part did break right there and right there, so I JB welded that because a new one of these is like 150 bucks and I did not want to spend that right now. But these parts turned out so nice, and I did a white in the inside. But I mean, this is just night and day. It was all covered in rust, and now it's all nice and clean. And then my gauges, I just painted them all white so that way they reflect as much light. This piece turned out awesome. I will be, let's try to get this set up. So I will be sanding down the top of this once I get it set up, or actually I probably will do it in this video, just to get those letters nice and cleaned up. Same with the tuning and the volume for the radio. But I'm going to go ahead and set you guys up as I put this all back together and do a little time run or speed lapse of that, and then come back after it's all done. see this thing, I mean, for being on a budget, it turned out a lot better than what it was. I mean, now you can just see the black just looks great. I will figure out some way to sand these points down. I just got a little nervous and didn't want to do it because I didn't quite know what I was doing. But you can see the plastics on the red now. I mean, they look bad, but when there's a light on behind them, so you can see the plastic doesn't look too great. But when you put a light in from behind, you can't even tell. It looks great. These ones cleaned up amazing. You couldn't even see through them before. But just all this now is one piece, one color. And I mean, from afar, it looks beautiful. And then the new plastic on there, that I didn't restore because this one was unrestorable. But just the difference between it is night and day. So that is it for this video. We restored a 50-year-old piece of hardware without having to buy it. So like buying this brand new, this was $170 for just the frame. These stupid little red things are $20 each. This piece here is like another 60 something, I think, and then it's like another 20 bucks for the plastics there. So all in all, it's like $300. And yeah, sure, it doesn't look the greatest from what I did, but it looks night and day difference to what it was. And so I just saved myself $300+, and it looks great. So we're going to get some black hardware, and in another video we'll install this into the car and see the difference. If you guys enjoyed what you saw though and learned some tricks from it, or just got the confidence yourself to be able to do it yourself instead of buying new, please leave a like and hit the subscribe button. I'll be doing more. Thank you.